1 second. Potential danger. It's not Polygraph 4. I'm that worried about though. Not completely safe until we get a defense boost. I'm ready for the turn 1 explosion. Easy zone. Thank you. Kind of surprised it hasn't exploded yet, actually. That's one more I've forgotten about. Cute charm being a potential issue as well. I do think I have to paralyze this as well. Probably is a Garchomp setup. I'm not too sure though. Champful. Looking somewhat likely that it's no guard, I guess. Oh, it has foresight, it's not Machamp 4. I should have read the item. I'm so used to it being set to 4. Turn 1 explosion. That's also quite bad. Might be a lot smarter to set up Garchomp. Is a PI. Garchomp's quite good in the back. I'd only be scared of explosion from the Quick Claw. Hopefully it's not too spicy. It's the Fire Emblem Switch game. This is just the Free Houses playlist. Fire Emblem's a little bit like Pokemon, where I don't think there's ever been a bad soundtrack, in my opinion. I think I have to trick, even though set 4 has explosion, at least I would take its sash. Okay, it's set 2. Oh wow, it is windy. It might have been worth letting Uxie faint there. Yeah, Stormed Arrow is... I can hear it. It's a race to an EQ crit, like every team like that is, I guess. It's very good luck to get a full setup there. Honestly, every single time it doesn't lock into Ice Beam, I'm pleased. I'm not sure if it's better to Thunder Wave and let Uxie faint, or to switch. Because switching means that if I get a load of special defense drops, I can just reset it by sacking Uxie. The answer probably is Thunder Waving. Particularly if that happens, when I get to use Flash or switch anyway. Probably switch anyway. Yeah. Instantly. Double drop. I see. Technically I live. Shadow Ball. I kind of need to reset. On the other hand, I've lost evasion if I do reset. Just get special defense or evasion, or fully paralyzed, or miss. It is ridiculous how... Okay, there we go. It's ridiculous how Shadow Ball is actually a problem. It's exactly the same as when I was using Drapion before, though. I remember this. Crunch and Shadow Ball are not free. I don't even know who that is. I'm guessing... Oh my god. I can't believe Shackle is doing this to my 0 accuracy Drapion. It is quite true that Tyranitar is a lot less scary with physical Drapion. I can't let this keep its item. Evasion is good. Defense would be better. Okay. I kind of wanted Thunder Wave before. The issue with Thunder Wave is that I'd be switching back into Thunderbolt anyway. And I think Signal Beam Thunderbolt probably does take out Uxie. Just don't miss the first trick, I guess. This is a dangerous setup, I know it is, particularly with the confused chance. I should maybe be attacking already, given my offensive boosts. Most Pokemon that come in aren't going to threaten a Signal Beam Confusion. I hate how the defense boosts were right at the end. I feel like I just charm this, right? I can trick first, I suppose, but buy more time with Charm against Stone Edge anyway. I'm not worried about Curse because I easily outboost it. I'm just replying to Honeymoon 1 second. Really don't see much point staying in after that. Really don't understand what the point of that is. I think Fling does work on, it does check for the KO, it's just that Fling has additional AI features that make it random. It's got a random chance of getting a +1 and a +2 score based on what it's flinging. It makes it a bit random. Defense boost is actually really helpful for confusion. It's scary. Who is a fisherman? It's lantern. It's got odd. It has got multiple with 4 HP, hasn't it? It's got 2, 3, 2. Yeah. Oh yeah, I don't know. I can't remember all of the AI functions. Ooh. Crobat and Starmie is an interesting one. Although Crunch Drapion is pretty good against Starmie, obviously. It was a gentleman too, wasn't it? You can do it, Shuckle. I believe in you. I believe in you, Shuckle. You can win this matchup. Let's go. Get some more double team boosts in there. Go up to plus 10 evasion. I'm not sure if it's better to kill this in a sandstorm or not. Where's Shackle? Where is Shackle gone? Oh no. Okay, that's fine. To be honest, it's not completely fine. This is a Drapion isn't that bulky moment. It's well above average luck. Special defense. Yeah, I don't think Trick Room. It seems to have problems in Subway. You could always try Team Syzygy though. I heard that's pretty good. To be honest, if Carlos is going to be streaming Syzygy in Gen 4, might as well stream it in Gen 5. Because we wouldn't want to mess up any of his results. Do I really have to charm because of Claydol 4? No, I'm not. No, the Subway. The Subway's actually had quite a bit of activity recently, though. I don't follow it very much, but we probably should have an active thread again, given how much people are actually playing it. Or how much I think they're playing it. It's fine. It's just, it's 1 in 4 to be explosion, and it's a 5% chance to explode. It's just not going to happen. Yeah. What did TRE use for Subway again? This thing is so annoying. Why do you have to be base 75 speed? Togekiss and Garchomp. Guess I switch. How many turns has it been actually? 7. not good enough. Oh, have you seen that Japanese player try and play the Ludicolo Absorb Bulb strat? Yeah, the ice type trainers are a big problem. It's not unusual at all for Abomasnow to appear alongside a Snowcloakmon. I would actually rather use Crunch than Swagger. I'm guaranteed to snap out this turn. One day it will be time for a Quick Claw Horn Drill, turn 1. Lightning Rod, funny moment. Incredible, we got enough misses. No. I'm really not sure what to do, actually. I know the other team is using Flash. I guess I Thunder Wave. I quite like Thunder Wave and switching. Might bring in Mesprit again later. The Trick Flash. Yanmega 4 probably Okos me. I can't remember what Jumpman said he did against Yanmega. It's definitely not Trick. I think double T-Wave. That's amazing. It's not Yanmega 3 or 4. Kind of need to go back. I don't want to go back into a signal beam. quite likely to use Detect as well, though. What if I just stay? It's only bad if it confuses me. Okay. It's over. Yeah, I know what you mean. It's just an incredible run of luck to go that far. A lot of these... It's interesting, playing with a lot of these old teams. There's a lot of, wow, this was lucky, wasn't it? Which makes sense. It makes sense for some of the records to be lucky. We would expect the highest streaks to have some luck involved in them. But it is a bit frustrating. Yes. A very unlucky streak. Like a team that should average 500 and gets under 100, it doesn't get submitted. I don't know how often that occurred or not. But there's not a huge amount of selection bias because it's the same users who submit these streaks. Like TRE was always going to submit a streak. So was Peterco, so was Jumpman, and so on. Oh, fuck off, Etran free. I am fine as long as I don't miss you again, I suppose. You are faster than Drapion, but at least Dark Pulse can't lower special defense. Speed is a great boost. Another small thing about Subway is that because it's got the super train, the streaks actually start from quite early on. It's not like the first few games are free. So all Subway streaks are slightly longer than they would be in other gens. It's not a huge difference. I mean, once you get above 500, it's not a big difference, but it matters for like numbers below 200. Yeah, I would agree. I would say that TRE is quite blessed, or he just played so much. I mean, he said he played a lot, but like, he did say he played a lot. To be fair to him, if you believe him, you also believe that he played as much as he said he did, and he played like 3 times as much as Jumpman in the first year of Diamond and Pearl, which is an insane amount of games. Like, you got to remember that Diamond and Pearl battle points, I think you get 7 for a set. So it's basically 1 battle point per win. And before a year had been up, he had 12,000 battle points, which means he had more than 12,000 games played in the Diamond Pearl Tower, which is an insane number. And it does make sense that he would get lucky he would have a lucky string of a few hundred games. To be honest, yeah, because Jumpman had 4 or 5,000 battle points in the first year, which is also an insane number. But TRE he dwarfed him in terms of the number of games. Yeah, I'm not saying it's not legit, I'm just saying it's an insane... To be honest, it's a sort of number you wouldn't believe it from anyone else. I kind of like giving this its item back. We are 134 defense. I know it can explode, but I've defanged it quite heavily. I could also just go to Garchomp. I think I know what the answer is. Jumpman mentions it a lot because Yanmega is a really big reason to run Flash. It's Yanmega 3 specifically, which has Lumberry. It's a big problem for everyone else's team. To be honest, this team isn't too bad into it because at worst case scenario you can set up Garchomp. Yeah, I'll say this about TRE. I'm not saying that it's fake. If TRE submitted his runs this year, I would have a lot of questions for him. And I probably demand that he does some live gameplay too, but obviously we can't go back into the past and demand that. It's not fair, really. Wow, you do survive that. Don't miss again. That's quite annoying, actually. I agree, Selen. I think everyone should play live. Like, especially everyone who plays on emulator. And to be honest, almost everyone does play live now. To be fair to people. The big thing that Lopunny offers is Encore. Which doesn't work great in the lead slot. The reason why Encore is interesting is if you imagine, I know probably all of you know this. If you have a pre-cripple and then you send out Umbreon, not Umbreon, you send out Lopunny after that and use Encore, the other Pokemon can't use a new move. It's forced to use the move from last turn. So it's not like Trick where they get to select a move. They literally miss their whole selection. Yeah, I agree. But I almost feel like there should be a separate thing for proof. I do feel a bit bad for people playing on console because these runs take a lot of time without speed up. Please don't miss. That's fine. Yeah, no, I agree. It is only longer streaks for sure. To be honest, unless it's like a piss take, I don't think I care for things that are like below 10th on the leaderboard. It's the same with like speedruns. Like if someone wants to submit a speedrun and it's like 50th place and they haven't got live proof of it, but they've proved that they know how to play the route, I think that should be allowed. Even though it is a little bit of a slippery slope. It is depressing how frail Mesprit is. Okay, back to neutral. +4 evasion helps a lot, but -1 defense. The setup is already complete, to be honest. A single accuracy boost does help a bit. Yeah, it's a suspiciously frail Uxie. Oh. Do I actually... I think I at least scout it, right? Okay. If it's not Poison Heal, I will know. Okay, so it is Poison Heal and it's safe to crunch. Yes, see the positive side. There are several Pokemon that can OHKO Mesprit, which is a good thing, surely. I shouldn't have paralyzed this. Oh, I kind of want my item back. Flash Trick switch, I guess. I'll switch to Garchomp. Interesting. It's Dugtrio too. Look at this thing. This is the best set in the Frontier. Slowking too. It is adamant. Okay. I don't think that saves it. A Quick Claw, adamant, Aqua Tail crit probably can kill me. Okay, never mind. Yeah, but if it gets removed, even if you never play that team again, someone is going to. And they're going to live stream it and they're going to get far, and then it's going to be obvious that, you know, it's going to be obvious to everyone that it's legit. It's really arcade and castle. It's so important to stream those because they're so heavily skill based. Yeah, that's the thing, it's just a pick. Even if you have detailed knowledge, you could have just played 200 games using save states. That's all it takes to have knowledge, really. Like, let's say I hadn't been live streaming Peter Co's team, I could just splice a load of the footage together as an offline recording and say I got 2,000 wins. No one would know, because it wasn't live. And that's a lot more than a picture. Ah, flame body, flame body. I do need to kill you, though. To be honest, flame body is so much less scary than effect spore and static. Yeah, exactly. 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 It's exactly the same as me right now in the singles tower. And we need to protect against that. The leaderboard should naturally protect against that. In 2024, at least. I think I have to trick. Okay. To be honest, a fully set up Celements is pretty hard to stop. It would only be stopped by something like Gliscor free using counter to break the sub, and then something with a Quick Claw coming in and hitting a move like, you know, Quick Claw Ride on 4. The chance of those two coming in together is unfortunately quite high, though. There's also stuff like, what if a Bomber Snow is the lead and then Glaceon comes out next and you miss Snowcloak twice and you're locked into Outrage. To be honest, it's kind of just acupressure. So even Drapion can lose. It's possible. Because Magnezone 2 can come out against Drapion, and if it uses Explosion on the correct turn, it can take you both out. It was Trick Room, wasn't it? Actually, isn't it better to give it the item back and set up Drapion? What am I doing? Tentacle is... Acupressure Tentacle with Ice Beam is another one, I suppose, but you have to play very slowly against something like Walrein. Bitfac Walrein for something. Or Lapras 1. Obviously, if you could baton pass the boost to stuff, there are Pokemon that could win the game. Whoops, wasn't paying attention. That was Quick Claw, wasn't it? It is an interesting idea to give it its item back. The problem is with Quick Claw, a badly timed Quick Claw, Earthquake can 4-hit KO, which can kill through rest. So I guess I probably can't do it. Yeah, it's like we could do Baton Pass Smeagol, but there isn't a Pokemon that can cripple well enough. The answer is, I guess it's Special Drapion. Special Drapion is the best single sweeper. And it's not perfect. It's quite close to perfect, though. Special Drapion is good enough at sweeping that it wouldn't be what stopped like a 5,000 win streak. If there was a lead duo that could perfectly cripple everything, that could be over 5,000 wins. Lead duo and then Drapion. And it's very difficult though because of accuracy items. Explosion. And U-turn as well, of course. Yikes, I only got 2 flashes off. I do think that it's fine to say Latias, Drapion, Garchomp, Registeel. It's hard to imagine how that could lose because so many battles can be Trick, switch to Registeel, switch back, Trick back, and then set up Drapion. You could also do any lead, any fast lead with Gravity, into Drifloon, into Lopunny, into Drapion. I don't see how that could stop it. Yeah, you just need a Focus Sash lead with... To be honest, it'd probably be Smeagol. Well, no. It wouldn't have to be. Yeah, with 4 Pokemon, we could do 10,000 wins. How many turns was that? Speed is good. Double accuracy is not good. I need the defense. small problem. Please be Electivire free. That's actually okay. You don't want enough bulk. I think 4v4 good stuff. What would that be? I do remember that you really like using Giga Impact, and I think you might see a kill. Defense boost is good. Let me just get back up to a higher HP total. My major thought about 4v4 good stuff is that Scizor Garchomp Suicune is really good, and its one real weakness is Ice Trainers, and to a slightly lesser degree, Water Trainers. Also with 4v4 you can run Cresselia, Bastiodon, Blissey. It would be Cresselia, Bastiodon, Blissey, Heatran probably. Or perhaps Cresselia, Bastiodon, Blissey, Suicune. Bastiodon is for Okomons. It's the best answer to the ones that have the strongest attacks because it baits out the correct super effective moves that you can switch out of. And the AI understands that Bastiodon always has Sturdy. It's not like Skarmory where sometimes it thinks it might have Keen Eye and then it goes to the Oko move and you switched Blissey or something into an Oko move and you might lose then. Go for X-Sizzle. That would be a stall team that would actually kind of work, as opposed to one too reliant on PP exhaustion. I'm not very satisfied with how the pincer matchup looks for this team, actually. I obviously can't charm it because of Hypercutter. I did consider on turn 1 using Thunderwave. Problem with Thunderwave is that if I lock it into a non-guillotine move, then when Mesprit comes back in, it's going to feint anyway, and I don't get the guillotine lock. Perhaps I was meant to use Flash. I'm also kind of tempted to let Drapion feint here instead of Mesprit, but I think that's wrong. I just have to go. God, this is so scuffed. Okay, Garchomp is Uber. I don't want to do that again against Pinsir. It's Drapion 2. This is going to fling almost every time, I believe. Oh, but it can get a... Payback is weird. Payback can also give it a bonus move score. Don't really see any point of taking damage. The issue with switching is that it can knock off my Drapion, which is a bit annoying. I don't want to switch into Payback. Yeah, the speed tie is annoying, and I keep losing it at the wrong time as well. Oh, I missed an attack boost. No, I didn't. What did I miss? I think I missed a defense boost, perhaps. Regigigas free is actually quite scary. He's doing a Metagross. Unfortunately, he's got too many misses at this point. It's not going that high. Wow, this team is so much slower than the other one. There's no way I don't trick. Yeah. The rough thing about this team as well is that it's basically always correct to set up Drapion unless it's a very short setup window. Whereas on the other team it was often correct to set up Garchomp if there was an option. Well, the thing about Registeel is you get a really safe setup against a lot of really dangerous opponents, whereas the thing about Drapion is that once you are set up, you win. They're basically polar opposites. The Registeel team is not scared of Staraptor 4. This team is. The Registeel team basically always gets a successful setup, whereas this team often does not, in a relative sense. Okay, lucky Spadef boost. It is easier to play a Drapion though, it's a lot easier to count these boosts than it is to mentally simulate the substitute HP. I can test to see what the acupressure gives. Speed. Speed and attack is perhaps already worth it. We did get evasion. This damage adds up so quickly. It's the end of the speed tie at least. It is ridiculous how Shadow Ball and Crunch are actual problems. It's one of those ones where it's like, I know that Jumpman likes to talk up his teams, but it's something that I would have mentioned. Like, you might think that you're safe against these moves, but you want to be very careful about tracking exactly what kind of drops you've got so far. Gonna let this faint. Do not want to be outraging into electric types when Lum is gone. Oh, I hate how scary this is without Dragonite. I mean, without Registeel. Okay, that's fine. I will have to stay in, but it's fine. Hasn't actually done it yet. Oh, don't get the speed boost. It's gonna T-wave now. It's alright. It will stop using Dragon Dance once it's at +6 speed. And the fact that I put it to -6 attack offsets that. Ooh, it's Skarmory 1. This is a Pokemon that Special Drapion 2-shots. And Physical Drapion has to hope it doesn't use Roar. The thing is, they're dramatically different. The Latias Registeel is so much safer as a setup combination. And it is very nice how Registeel is not scared of Dragonite, Staraptor, Infernape on the setup. I hate how vulnerable Drapion is when setting up against confusion moves and moves that can lower defense. Registeel's weakness to crits on setup is so much more manageable than Drapion's weakness to secondary effects is. Especially since Drapion can't set up behind a substitute. It is whipping. I mean, to be honest, the worst part about this team is definitely Uxie. Mesprit just does not work. Like, Latias is so much better. Uxie itself is actually also a lot better. It just doesn't get charm. Same with Cresselia, and I can't run a no charm team. I considered actually running Uxie alongside Registeel and Garchomp. The problem with that is that I have to Memento on Pokemon that can explode and on Pokemon that can U-turn. It's not a problem if you're playing a team properly. Like, Registeel should almost never be getting hit before it's trying to sweep. That's quite scary, actually. It's going to keep boosting as well. Yeah, this Ice Beam would be GG in a lot of cases. Let me see. I think I have to get it down below 70% for the AI damage threshold on Dragon Dance. The last Pokemon, isn't it? Do I have to trick this? I feel like I'm forced to Thunder Wave. I am forced to Thunder Wave. Going to Focus Blast. I need to protect myself from Focus Blast if special defense drops. At least Breloom was sent out last. That's going to be scary at one point. Okay, now because this Charizard is an unknown one, I'm too scared of Charizard 3, right? Or is it just another Thunder Wave? Okay. I'm gonna let you hit me with Overheat, I think. This thing is very scary. And I don't think I can take it slowly. Oh wait, there's special... hold on, let me look up. I know that there's special AI for Swagger on turn 1. I forgot what it did. Wow, it's +5 to use Swagger. So that means I Trick. I never would have done that otherwise. Because I never want to use Trick if it's going to explode, I'd want to Charm. But I think it's absolutely guaranteed to Swagger on turn 1 of the match. What? This is why you don't listen to... Oh, for fuck's sake, what is wrong with this? Oh, it's just broken. The document is just lying to me. It's just broken. It will never Swagger. No Psych Up. Okay. It will actually never do it. Well, that's an important difference. And that's a big crit. Still, 16 turns of setup is good enough. It'll be less than 16 if Drapion doesn't get defense boost, but there we go. the document actually says, what the document, the code base, you know Swagger and Psych Up, -3, sorry, -5. Never pick it. It's a bit ugly that we don't OHKO things like Golem anymore as well. Dark Pulse used to do that. It is nice how dominantly Drapion destroys PIs once it is set up. We don't care about Bright Powder because of the accuracy boosts. We don't care about Quick Claw because only one Pokemon could have a Quick Claw. I guess we care about Quick Claw a little bit, actually. Yeah, we care about Quick Claw a little bit. Same with Focus Sash, we care about it a little bit. It's lucky that we locked this into Fire Punch. It's the least deadly move by far. I don't care if I get burned. Impressive power. Wait, what is my keyboard doing? What the hell? Oh no. Hold on. I'm gonna have to end there. No. Yeah, I'm gonna have to end there. Splicing real time, no, but I know what this is. It's my PC is. Because I was messing around with auto clickers earlier today, and I pressed something when I went to save this different streak number and it's on. If you look at the mouse, you can check ads. It's not spliced, but I can't turn this off. I'm not clicking anything. Oh, I've got it. Okay. Oh, I think we can continue. I'm seriously going to give myself carpal tunnel. I think this thing is guaranteed to fake out Thunderwave. Actually, it's probably got a good chance of using Thunderwave before fake out, which is quite funny. It's done it, yeah. Now we can set up Drapion. Be charmed twice. Give you your item back. Wait, I might have accidentally resized the window as well. There we go. Here's a legitimate question, because I'm really not sure what I think about this. What do you think about this? Because I didn't realise Gen 3 singles was that easy. Feels like a lot to me. It's been a while since I played Gen 3. The only time I'm really thinking about Gen 3 recently has been on LRX's streams. I should have just paralysed this, to be honest. Even with Synchronize, it would have bought me a few extra turns of setup. I'm really not sure what I do if I lock it into Ice Punch. I guess I just stall it out with Substitute and Rest, and then I re-trick. The real nightmare is that it freezes Mesprit on turn 1. Fire Punch again, it's quite lucky. I mean, to be fair, it's sort of like everyone. Everyone has a post where I'm like, really? But again, the thing is about the Magpie ultra suspicious Fort Police train is that it's going to go through everyone. I am going to... my plan is to test every streak there is, and the Fort Police, they don't listen to people being good or bad at the game. I could definitely do it for Gen 3 and Gen 4. The Fort Police. Oh, go away. The thing is, it seems too important to Thunderwave this, because if it is speed boost, I do not want it to outspeed Garchomp ever. Okay, it's Yanmega 1 yet again. I mean, I must say, if we're going... I think it was... you probably saw it in the forums as well, but this is the most... this is the most ridiculous post I've seen. Like seriously, what is that? What is that team? What is that team getting over 400 wins doing? That's an almost 500 win team. That's almost as good as Uxie Gyarados Drapion got. Let me have a quick look at the Gen 5 records. Oh yeah, I remember this one from Gen 5. This one is weird. I really don't believe this one. I think I think that one's bullshit. This guy is confirmed. This Electros guy, he's confirmed suspicious from other gens as well, though, according to Turskin, I think. Yeah, that one is bullshit. That one is bullshit. The thing is, you always spot the easiest stuff to spot from. Fast Hippo is so funny though. It's his teams where he kept using Yawn and he kept using Stealth Rock. Fast Hippos kept saying, "Oh, Focus Sash is a huge problem. How do you beat Focus Sash?" I'm like, they were like, to be fair, Gliscor 3 is quite scary, but that's one Pokemon. There were much bigger problems to solve than Focus Sash. It was probably me who shared that, if you're thinking, because it's not the first time I've seen that. Yeah, there probably are some suspicious records that are hiding behind the numbers, but obviously when you first look through things, it's the most suspicious stuff that stands out. I mean, actually, the team I most want to play... Yeah, there's no Durant in that team, that's why it's suspicious. The team I most want to play is the Gen 3 Arena team. And I know that was live streamed with Mence and Action, but I still want to play that because I think Arena is so hard. Kind of want to feel it in action, if that makes sense. .300 is so much in the arena. It's the most, I said it before, it's the most impressive record on all of Smogon between all generations, is the Gen 3 arena singles one. Like 300 in arena singles, that's absolutely insane. That's much more impressive than... is it more impressive than Gooma's 259 doubles in factory? Maybe not, actually. Maybe Gooma... Maybe it's Gooma's record in factory, actually. Arena is basically you can't switch, and all matchups end after 4 turns. So you can't use Blissey and stall them out of PP or whatever. But the biggest thing is you can't switch. So if you have Latios out and they send out Regice, you've just got to take it. No, you can't change the switch order either. There are a few things in Arena you can do. You can use dive and dig, and them missing when you dive count against their Arena score. And there's a few other weird tricks, but they're not. None of them are very reliable. And you got to think, even if your strategy is to use dive, that doesn't stop you from getting smashed by a T-Bolt crit or something. And the thing about the arena is that obviously really only ever has to happen once. Unable to switch. You also can't use Baton Pass. People have tried that. Yeah, the arena is really hard. I honestly think it's harder than the factory. But I suppose if you don't know the Gen 3 Frontier sets very well, maybe it's still easier, but I think it's harder in factory, to be honest. No, let me give you your item back. Yeah, Palace is also annoying that you will, if you're serious about it, you kind of need to build a new team. Wow. Yeah, there has been ideas about using, was it rollout Snorlax or something in Palace before as well. Struggle-Lax is pretty funny though. It wasn't Snorlax, it was using rollout or something else. Struggle-Lax. What is your third move? Well, you do run Ancient Power. Okay. Did go Muddy Water in the end. Instant accuracy drop. So I switched 3 times. I've used 8 PP. But it's used non-muddy water moves. It's used to protect, I know that. I haven't actually got a great idea on how much PP it's got left. Defense, attack, special defense. Speed. I'll actually go with this because we fix our accuracy as well. The thing about the Dome record is, I'm not sure if you know, but we had a cheater. The other thing about the Dome record is that the tournament number, you have to multiply it by 4 to get the number of games won in a row. So 250 tournament wins is 1,000 wins in a row in 2v2. But we had a cheater in the Dome. It was incredibly obvious to me at the start of the year. And I talked to some people about it, and eventually they questioned him and he just broke down and left. But he had 367 or something, and a DDD wants to beat it legit, but he hasn't had time. So there are several Dome teams that are capable of beating it, but haven't been played to the record yet. I know a DDD has attempted it twice and lost to bad luck twice, so I was watching some of those streams. I don't think he even reached 1,000 wins. He didn't even reach 250 wins in tournament, I think. Pyramid isn't really a category. The part that makes Dome hard is the fact that it's 2v2. Basically. The biggest threat to a pyramid run is a doubles game. So you enter a doubles match against two opponents, and one of them Quick Claw explodes, and I guess maybe it needs to crit one of your Pokemon, maybe it doesn't. You're forced to send in the other Pokemon, and then that Pokemon faints to the other Pokemon. It is possible to have a game in pyramid doubles where both enemies are going to explode. That's the only real way you can lose, I think. That is like a legit way to lose. Yeah. Gen 3 switch ignores. Also, if you run quite low, you can get in trouble. If you let a Dragon Dance or Calm Minesweeper set up, and then you don't have enough revives to stall out their move PP, you could be in trouble. I need to check on the dogs. We have a spaniel and a sausage dog. The Dome drama was interesting because there's a few things which are really, really strong with the Dome. The first one is the Suicune set, where you're really fast. Another one is Slaking, because against free IV Mons, Choice Band Slaking destroys a disgusting number of them directly. And another one is obviously Latios is really good. Oh, I'm sorry about your dog. He had a dog pass away last year. But yeah, so the cheated record was Slaking, Suicune, Latios. And it's one of those teams where it doesn't actually lose to anything on paper. What it loses to is stuff like Bright Powder and Quick Claw. So it's one of those situations where we're like, oh, because 367 tournament wins is a massive number to never get unlucky. It's like, oh yeah, I guess Suicune just didn't get crit, and Slaking never missed double edge against the Bright Powder Mon, and there was no misclicks, and it's difficult to prove. It's a bit like, I guess it's a little bit like if someone posted 500 wins with Garchomp, Scizor, Starmie or something in Tower, where it's like, okay, well, you could get 500 wins, but that's a long time to never get unlucky, basically. Except it was a more extreme example in the Dome. The thing about the Dome is 2v2 is rough. If you get bad luck in 2v2 and it becomes a 1v2, you can quite easily lose. But it was hard to sort of prove it because Slaking is disgustingly good in Dome. But his team was really suboptimal as well. That was a thing that bothered a lot of people, is that it wasn't that he had the record, it was that he had the record, he never provided any good proof, he didn't know the sets, he didn't know like a lot of theory about the game, he didn't know much about the frontier, and his Suicune had like horrible EVs, and so did his Latios. I can't remember what it was, he had like a stupid speed tier on his Latios. No, it's not anywhere near as crazy as 6k in doubles. It's one of those things where it's like, if you took good stuffs to Dome, I would expect you to get between 100 and 200 tournament wins. Maybe 100 and 150. And 367 is a big outlier. It's about 3 times as long as it should be. But 6k in doubles is insane. That's like in Gen 4, Sizzle, Garchomp, Starmie or something, getting 1.5k wins. I say it's a bit like that. It's just an insane record. But it's hard to prove, because if you have a bad team that loses to something, you can just say, oh, you would have lost to this, but it doesn't technically lose unless it gets unlucky. Is it time for turn 1 explosion? I really don't like Steelix 4. What is very annoying about this is if I switch and Trick, it's going to be struggle locked. I think I just try and set up. How much can... Let me think about this. I reckon Explosion probably does about 60. It's also got a Quick Claw. That was what was insane, if anyone doesn't know. So the drama in Gen 3, the treating drama in Gen 3 was, this guy said he had got 6,000 wins in Gen 3 Battle Tower doubles using something similar to an established team, and he started posting proof videos. What was it? Were they like 2 hours long or something? And it was 100 battles in a row each time. Quite obviously spliced. But he posted like, was it 200 battles? I can't remember. He posted like an insane playlist of like 30 videos, all 2 hours long, of him playing this team. It was one of the strangest things I've ever seen, and watching him play the team was so obvious that something was very wrong. You just don't play like that. So he was like it was weird because he was like a high effort cheater, but we know he'd played over 6,000 games because he'd recorded himself doing it, and yet he couldn't tell us, like, you know, he wouldn't be able to tell you which Metagross set is on an enemy trainer or which Metagross sets can have Explosion, which is the sort of stuff that you'd know if you played like 100 games legit. You would know. It's like, oh yeah, this trainer can have Gengar in the back, so I can't go for this line of Snorlax or whatever. Dunno, it's weird. It is really suspicious. It would be like, I don't know, it's hard to describe. It would be like someone getting a good record in the factory, but they weren't aware of like the fact that enemies use sets and stuff. Oh, it's not all for you, so you win. Yeah, I can't. What was your? I know you didn't play the same team as him. What was your highest streak again? In 50 or 100? You got over 1k, right? I'm sorry, I can't remember what your best streak was. 1.3k, yeah. So the sort of thing was like, and you tried multiple times, and you knew that team. So if I played, I wouldn't expect to get 1.3k. I would expect to get, you know, a lower number because that was your best streak. And it's sort of things like, maybe someone really lucky could get like 2k, but 6k is ridiculous. 6k is absolutely ridiculous. Like, that's just so many games in a row where, you know, you don't even get like a double miss on turn. Well, I don't know. It's just. It was actually easy. That's the thing. Is like, if it had been 2 or 3k, we might have had to go. Wait a minute, maybe that's true. But 6k, I was like, no, that's not true. That's impossible. Ooh, we've got the ultra rare reset up. Ruby Sapphire Tower, you could probably do it. We got White Herb, right? Yeah. It's got a very good chance of using Rock Wrecker given its HP total. After 2 charms, does Earthquake ever break the sub without a crit? I don't think so. Need to be a bit careful of Focus Band activating again. We know that there's nothing in the back with a super effective move against Garchomp, which makes me kind of want to just kill this now. Because this switched into Garchomp. I'm expecting something in the back to just be some generic Pokemon. It was surreal though, because I think what's funny is I think that's the first streak. It's obviously it's cheated. The first streak where we got full proof of the entire run. It was pre-recorded, but the entire thing was recorded. Enemies will never use Hyper Beam at full HP. When I say that, I mean it's the sort of thing as like if you had Hyper Beam and Earthquake and you were facing a flying type, you wouldn't pick Earthquake, they would then Hyper Beam. But if they have a valid attack, they will never pick a Hyper Beam move at full HP. But it was weird though, because that was the first big streak where the entire streak was provided as proof. It wasn't live, obviously, which is what was suspicious. But the entire streak was provided as proof, and it was cheated. Yeah, those things in the AI is like in never or always in inverted commas is always like a different thing. It's like we say the AI always goes for the kill, but using Trick with a Choice Scarf like in Porygon Z2, that is more important to the AI than killing a Pokemon. And changing the weather, if you have a weather move and it's a different weather currently, that's more important to the AI than killing a Pokemon as well. Yes, that's another one. Yep. Super effective Underwave. Okay. ramp 4, which is pretty scary to be in the back, actually. It's a very good thing I didn't use sword stance, actually. Yeah, it's ring out, and it's actually the same thing with Fling. Fling gets a boost from being super effective and a penalty from being not very effective. But even though it does the damage calc, so it knows how much damage it does, it's really weird. But that's how it goes. And I will say there's some things in the AI where it's like people should have figured it out, but there's other things where like you would have never figured this out without seeing the source code. Instant drop. Double drop. Triple drop, I've actually got to reset, right? I guess I don't have to. Yeah, the AI is very complicated to reverse engineer. If someone really, really, really wanted to do it, like 10 years ago, they probably could have had a good stab. That's so depressing. That struggle does that much damage. This thing has a multiple of 4 HP, doesn't it? I've badly fucked this up. Oh no, 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 no. It's a 21 IV trainer. You see, if Uxie hadn't been defense dropped on turn 1, that entire battle is so easy. It's not no guard. But it is Machamp 1. Yes, that'll be a video. It's a bit complicated. Yeah, no, that's the whole thing is probably next video. I'm not working. I've got no full weeks the rest of the year at work, so it'll probably be next week. Oops. But if anyone wants to do the haul stuff, the data that we collected earlier in the year in that Google Sheet is basically correct. It's not exact, but it's basically correct. Ooh, someone lost to Argenta too. That's painful. I'm not setting up Drapion. I know that Jumpman didn't set Drapion up on Thunderwaves because he talked about it. This thing is scary. Okay, we are Rapidash 4. I'm thinking just switching and saying that I don't believe I'll lose to Hypnosis. The evasion boost is probably sealing that already. It's funny, I told my sister about the Battle Hall stuff, thinking that she wouldn't be able to work it out, but she actually worked it out instantly. I still think it's complicated though. It's difficult. I will present the video. I'll present the problem in the video in a way that it would be possible to guess by pausing for anyone who wants to give a crack at it. And I'll steadily give a few more hints and then say how it works. But it is quite important for the records, because people are still planning Hall strategies as if everything has the equal chance of appearing when it obviously doesn't. Like, I remember Slowbro in water and stuff, I think it's really common. Steelix is common. And there's some things that we almost never see. What was it? Was it Hitmonlee or something? That I never saw in 20,000 games. It does have a real chance of showing up, but it's very difficult to build a team when a better team exists, to be honest, without copying it. The problem is, it feels in Gen 3 doubles, it feels so obvious that you should be using Latios and banned Earthquake, and once you decide on that, you've already pretty much decided on Latios Tauros. There's a bit of flexibility in the back, but it feels quite solved. I don't know. Do you know about the you know about the Gen 3 Guts glitch, don't you? In doubles, which is a massive deal. That's probably the biggest glitch in Gen 3, to be honest, or bug, or whatever you want to call it. The Gen 3 Guts glitch is that if you have a status condition, there is a line of code in the AI that says if you have a status condition and you have the ability Guts, then attack. Don't use status moves. So, if you're choosing between Earthquake and Swords Dance or something, use Earthquake. Don't use Rest, don't use anything else, just attack. But there was a bug where instead of checking for Guts, you check if the Pokemon doesn't have guts. So that means that every single Pokemon in doubles from the enemy that does not have guts, if you give them a status condition, any status condition, then they won't use rest, they won't use double team, they won't use swords dance, they won't use, taunt or anything. Which is a big deal because a lot of the scariest stuff at the end of fights is status moves. Unfortunately, it's not quite as strong as people hope it is. Yeah, it's doubles AI. It's not quite as strong as people hope it is because basically because they can still choose a status move on someone. So like, let's say you want to stop Snorlax from using Curse, so you Thunder Wave it. On the turn you Thunder Wave, it can still use Curse, and you can't stop that happening. Or like Armaldo using Swords Dance. So it doesn't completely work. It is quite powerful to stop them being able to use recovery moves though. I think it's the biggest glitch in Gen 3 though. And it just proves how little people played doubles before the factory crew started playing. Because it was discovered through factory basically. It's helpful. You should definitely know about it. A lot of doubles teams in Gen 3 do not run a single status move, but there's a big case to be made for running Thunder Wave or something because of it. But, the scariest thing in Gen 3 doubles is still just a Quick Claw Explosion from the opponent. You're definitely the one who's played the most legit. I don't know how much. I was talking to a DDD about it, about the 6k win streak. I'm like, well, it's spliced. And he was like, oh yeah, it's 200 hours. And I'm saying to him, well, if he was losing a lot in the pre-recorded stuff, he wouldn't have uploaded that. So it might be a lot more than 200 hours. Which is a little bit depressing to think about, actually. So I do wonder how much he actually played. Probably worth trying to get a Thunder Wave off actually, because this thing is very fast and 30% is a lot. But it's situations like these, and the thing is, we can't even ask Jumpman because he probably doesn't remember. I would love to know what Jumpman did, for example, on turn 2. What would he have done? Would he have gone for the Thunder Wave and taken damage on Mesprit, or would he have gone straight to Drapion and potentially lost turns using Acupressure? Because there are so many small decisions like this you make at the start of the match. And the margins are very small. I'm just be curious what he did. We know a bit about what Pidco was doing because Pidco had so many notes on it. Or like the same with like Yanmega. Like, what did he actually do if a Birdkeeper sent out Yanmega? Or was he using Charm against leads of Explosion, or would he just trick them? There is no good answer to this. I hate how much damage this is going to do, but I have to try. Unfortunately, Shadow Ball was also 15 PP. It instantly gets a drop. There is an argument to be made that I just sub. Unfortunately, I'm not protected against drops when I'm using Rest anyway. I would really like you to get a special defense boost. No, no. I'm pretty sure I'm going to lose this at some point. This thing is obviously fastened Garchomp. It only needs a single Shadow Ball crit to kill Garchomp as well. So stupid. Okay. It got another drop. Well, that makes it easy to decide on what to do then. Just gotta... Ooh, it missed. That wasn't as helpful. Yeah. Yeah, it's still got 8 PP left, right? I have to rest because if it gets a drop, I'm dead. Oh my god. Do you know what I maybe should have done? Maybe I should just use Crunch. It's kind of too late. Oh, this is so ugly. Got 3 Shadow Ball left. Actually should be okay. Sure what to do exactly in terms of how much damage to take on Drapion. I would have decided to stay I leave Drapion in basically. I don't think I can I don't think I can actually take damage on Garchomp with Shadow Ball. Drapion does take a lot from this last Shadow Ball though. I guess we covered the crit. That's more important than getting +6. Okay, that's lucky. So is that. Oh. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous to say out loud 4/4 is a problem for this team. But it's true. It's true. It is also true that Drapion could have saved me. Please no Metagross 4. Metagross 4 is one of the absolute worst things this team can face. It's... Okay, it's not Metagross 4. That is completely fine. I think Metagross 4 might be the second most common Pokemon in the power, by the way. I think I calculated earlier this week or something that Jumpman should have faced 13 Metagross 4s on average in 2,500 games. Which also means that's how many I should face. Approximately. If it is Sizzle 1, how wide am I about going on to Charm instead of Trick? Quite worried, to be honest. The issue with Trick is that there is an argument to be made that I should be running more speed, so I'm faster than base 85s after Trick, actually. The problem is, if you didn't record it or take notes at the time, you probably can't remember that much. Obviously, if you recorded it, you can go over the footage and talk about close games and stuff, but I'm assuming you don't remember that much. Just start talking about tornadoes and stuff in your Gen 3 post. Why is Mesprit so slow? Why is it so weak? I guess I just have to Trick. It's fine, I'll set up Garchomp, I suppose. Actually, it's not fine, is it? Because it can just kill Garchomp with crit, and I'm going to have to get the +4. Okay. I'm very glad it did not attack with X-Scissor. I need to get paralysed a few times to make sure I do actually get enough defense boost to not take huge amounts of damage on struggle. Defense is at the end, of course. The issue is, I hate to say this to you, but the issue is you're not going to remember, which means the post is going to be vague, and they're going to ask for more proof, and you're not going to have any, unless you want to play it again. I guess at least it's the same team as the doubles. So it's kind of like if you believe one, you can believe both. I didn't actually check if your double streak was on the leaderboard yet, though. I know it wasn't at some point. Oh, that was 300 wins. Nice. To be fair, this team hasn't done too badly in the first 200 battles or so. I think the reason I'm playing slowly is not actually acupressure. I feel like it's just the fact that it's just the fact that I have to think more about the leads because I've only just started playing the team. I don't want to mess up. Marvel scale means it survives. That's funny. It is Gliscor free. It is incredibly frustrating. I mean, on one hand, it's easy for us to say, do we need proof of everything? On the other hand, it's incredibly frustrating to have to prove legit streaks. Like, can you imagine if I got, like, 2k with this off stream, and then I had to redo it on stream? I don't think I'd... Well, if they reject your streak, the thing is that your streak is Actaeon. Actaeon has played a lot with that team, so he knows it's good. So if they can't accept your streak, it'll be interesting because it will basically be saying you have to have video evidence. But what would... The thing is, what would a detailed write-up for that even be? I suppose you could go through every single Pokemon that could be an issue on turn 1. Well, I guess you could just, like... What is the guide you would give a noob? It might just be attack a lot. I understand what you mean. I don't... It's like with Castle. If someone asked me to play the Castle streak again to 1k, I would just go, no. I don't want to. To be honest, I'm running into the same problem as you, where the arcade doubles team, I am at this point rusty. I don't really remember it that well. It's actually still an ongoing streak, the arcade doubles. I need to actually continue that at some point. Okay, cool. Not quite 3 hours, but I'm brain dead. I need to work on the Battle Hall video. I've made some progress on the script for the Battle Factory video. And I've got some work to do on the Battle Tower video. But the Battle Hall video is the simplest, and I'll do that one first. It's also the most important for the community, I think. It's funny how I keep saving. Cool. Thanks for watching.